Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Then it's Exum, and it's Prosper in at the 4 slot. And for the Nets, they've got Cameron Johnson. All out there with Lonnie Walker. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Simmons in at the 4. We're in the middle of a long season now, Richard. Guys are trying to play with energy every night. Oh, you can just see it. It is tough.
Yeah, these are the dog days right here. There's a certain energy to start the season and the stretch run. In between all that, though, that's where the mental toughness to stay focused is so important, and the best teams have it.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Now here's Simmons. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Back to Wall. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Good work there as it goes. Simmons got his second basket.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And Doncic throws it down.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
Here's Doncic after Ben Simmons' bucket. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A shot's good from Irving.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence, knowing that he's going to figure it out.
Wall passes to Claxton. Wall against Doncic. Simmons inside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Outside, Walker from downtown. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. In third, the Nets. The Mavericks fourth.
And both teams have done a nice job of converting mistakes into fast break hoops. I mean, that is critical.
Johnson, that's for 2. The putback, and Simmons is right there. Simmons got 8 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Prosper. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Doncic outside, fires from deep. Simmons pulls it in.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here in the game. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And the new group in for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for John Wall. Now, here's Doncic. He had 25 points last game. They grabbed their own miss, and it's blocked. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hield from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, they played a very smart and physical game, creating a lot of calls that often went their way.
Schroeder kicks to Finney-Smith. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Doncic. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Hield can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
It's going by Hield. 40 seconds left to play in the first. And then Hield with the dunk.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Here's Doncic. Launches it from deep. Another three for Dallas.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Hield kicks it over to Schroeder. Puts up a three. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. Hield's got 5 points so far. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Hield from outside. Rebounded by Hardaway. And there's the pass to Washington. Here's Gafford. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Warriors. So with Wall on the bench, this is the group that Jacque Vaughn has right now. He's got Walker. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Hield in at the 3. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans. It just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
Now, here is Irving. He had 25 points last game.
An absolute master close to the rim. He has literally every finish possible. Kyrie has such a strong sense for how to score around that basket.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Count the basket.
Timeout.
Lively's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. We know referees have some of the toughest jobs around, but Richard, any steps you see for the league to improve its officiating?
No, I think the officials actually do a very good job given how difficult their jobs are. Officials 20 years ago didn't have the internet where people were putting all this stuff out, though. So I think the referees are as good percentage-wise as they've ever been.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul. Here's Prosper. Guarded by Simmons. 5 on the clock. Irving for 3. The Mavericks rebound. Lively. And no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Simmons can't get it to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Brooklyn. Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Lively. Back to Exum. Puts it up from 12, and the shot goes down. Exum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Second quarter.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Simmons. Johnson outside. Walker in the corner. Outside, Wall. Oh, good with the triple. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Exum. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Timeout called, the Nets.
T-shirt, T-shirt, T-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody.
Brendan Watford's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Simmons. Whitehead's checked in for Johnson. And Smith subbed in for John Wall.
Willing to work the ball to his open teammate. Smith Jr., this is what leaders do best.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smith against Irving. And the rejection by Smith. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. Three-pointer. Drains the three-pointer. Finney-Smith's got 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
.52 seconds left now here in the second. Smith with it. Pass to Whitehead. Lets it go from deep. And the Nets another three.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Irving. Back to Hardaway. To halt the run. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Whitehead's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Dallas shooting their first free throws of this one.
And looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. To the wing on the left, Whitehead. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Whitehead's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Brooklyn. Now, here is Irving. And the wide-open shot from Green. They get the rebound. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets out in front. They're up by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was eager. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we saw.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that 3. It's not going.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the floor for Dallas, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Then it's Exum, and it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Nets with the lead. To the inside. And here's Exum. Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
Fields checked in for Smith. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. A 2-point game. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. Into the third game of this 3-game road trip. The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Hield the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Down low, here's Exum, and finished off by Exum.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. We all know Luka Doncic is a master of one-on-one isolation scoring. Coach Jason Kidd said he knows how to use his body, angles. Sometimes as a coach you want to run all these plays, but at the end of the day, it's about getting him the ball with enough time to be creative. Kevin?
That's right, David. Letting him cook. Thanks for the report. So for the Nets, Sharp comes in for Simmons, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cameron Johnson. Wall against Doncic. Hield from outside. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Exum. He's got 11. Here's Prosper. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Schroeder. Hasn't made one yet. Hield with the bucket.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
For Dallas, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Here's Exum. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
That's right, fans. It's time to make some noise. Put your hands in the air. Let me see ya.
And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 1. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Hield with the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
For Dallas, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Doncic, it's tipped. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Claxton finds Wall. They kick out to Hield. No good from outside. Mavericks trail by 4. And it's the Mavericks on the break. They get it again. Exum passes to Washington. Misses off the right iron. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. The pass to Sharp. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Doncic against Wall. Pass to Sharp. Three-pointer, Hield. Exum pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Gafford throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Wall. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
On the wing, Hardaway. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Doncic. Had a hand on it. They get it back. It's good. Now Wall. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
Man, a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas. The Nets with the lead. All with it. He's got 6. In the corner, it's Hield. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And a deep 3 from... Oh, yes, he can! Yes, he can!
At the buzzer, that's why he's that dude.
Yeah.
58.
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
Buddy Hield has been leading the charge for Brooklyn. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Fourth quarter time. Rise up.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Wall on the bench, this is the group that John Vaughn has right now. They've got Simmons. Hield is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the center. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Schroeder surveying the floor, and Simmons slams it in.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
On the wing, Irving. It's stolen by Hield. Johnson outside. Simmons on the wing.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Simmons on the wing. Claxton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 5-point Nets lead.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Passes to Irving. All sorts of time. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving. To the paint, Hardaway with the steal. It's stolen by Schroeder. Inside, Johnson. Can't get it to fall.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Simmons. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
On its way from Irving for 2. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
And this right here, this is routine for Kyrie. You're going to have to make him work a little bit harder because his jumper is as consistent as it gets.
Three-pointer, Hield. And the 3-ball is good. Hield's got 25 points.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Pass to Prosper. Now the pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Here's Simmons. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
GA strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff roll. Wow. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Buddy Hield.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. And Simmons slams it in.
And the feel for the game Simmons has, so adept at cashing in on what the league gives him off these pick and roll.
Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. It's tipped. Here's Gafford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the 3. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
The Nets making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're leading by 6. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Hield. Outside, Simmons. Back to Hield. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. Here's Gafford. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Brooklyn leading by 6. Now here's Wall. Vicious to Simmons. Three-pointer, Hield. Exum pulls it in. Exum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Gafford throws it down.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Simmons on the wing. Wall against Doncic. Wall dishes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 6. This one for 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Outside, Simmons. At the wall. Moving against Simmons. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Yes!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 5. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And they commit an intentional foul. You see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. And here is Doncic. And they recover it. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we're just trying to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you later.